In this video, I am going to explain profit, loss and discount concepts. See, whenever an article is manufactured or purchased before selling, the price is called cost price. For example, I purchased a product at 100 rupees. Before selling, I will label it for 150 rupees. I decide the MRP, maximum retail price, as 150 rupees. This MRP is also called as market price. But the customer, before purchasing at MRP, definitely they will ask for some discount. If I give some 20 rupees discount, now I am selling it for 130 rupees. So these are the basic terms we use in profit and loss concept. The price at which it is purchased is cost price, or the price at which it is manufactured is cost price, and the price at which it is announced, it is labeled, or MRP, is called market price, and finally the price at which it is sold is selling price. And in between cost price and selling price, if cost price is less and selling price is more, there we get some profit. If cost price is more and selling price is less, we get loss. So profit and loss are in between CP and SP, and it is labeled at 150 rupees, sold at 130 rupees. There is a discount. Discount is in between selling price and market price. Got it? Now, the basic formulas we use in profit and loss are: when do we get profit? Whenever selling price is more than cost price, it is profit. When do we get loss? Loss is equal to CP minus SP if cost price is more. Profit percent is equal to profit by cost price into 100%, and loss percent is equal to loss by CP into 100%. For finding profit percent and loss percent, reference denominator is CP only. Nowhere we use selling price as denominator for finding profit and loss. Remember that point. For finding profit percent and loss percent, the reference is CP. And the selling price, if CP is given, SP is equal to CP into 100 plus profit by 100. If there is loss, then selling price is cost price into 100 minus loss percent by 100. If CP is asked, CP is SP into 100 divided by 100 plus P. And if CP is asked, in case of loss, CP is SP into 100 divided by 100 minus loss percent. And coming to discount concept, discount is market price minus selling price. Discount percent is equal to discount in rupees divided by market price into 100%. And how will you find selling price if market price is given? If market price is given, if there is a discount of D%, this is the relation between selling price and market price. You need to remember these formulas. Even if you don't remember the formulas, I will tell you alternative methods, universal method for finding profits, loss, profit percents, loss percents, discounts, everything. Now, move problems. Find the cost price of an article which is sold at 220 at a loss of 12%. Find the cost price CP of an article which is sold at 220 rupees at a loss of 12%. Relation between cost price and selling price in case of loss. Cost price is equal to selling price into 100 divided by 100 minus loss percent. So cost price is equal to selling price 220 rupees into 100 divided by 100 minus last percent is 12. 100 minus 12 is how much? 88. 22 10 times, 22 4 times. 4 ones 4, 25 times. So cost price of the article is 250 rupees. Purchased at 250, sold at 220. That's why we are getting some loss. What if you don't remember the formulas? If you don't remember the formulas, see, if you are aware of percentage concept, we need to find what? We need to find cost price. And we are given selling price. Selling price is given and cost price is asked. It is sold at how much? 220 rupees. Sold at 220 rupees. Cost price is required. See, cost price is always 100%. As it is sold at 12% loss, 12% loss means it is sold at 88% only. 12% less for 100, so it is sold at 80%. See, cost price is always 100%. Sold at 12% loss means sold at 88%. So if you cross multiply 220 into 100 divided by 88, which will give you 250. Here we are not using any formula, we are using just the basics of percentage concept. CP is 100%. SP is 12% decreased, 88%. Moving to next problem. A bike is sold at 13,600 rupees and fetches a loss of 15%. Find the cost price of the bike. Selling price is given and cost price is asked. How much is selling price? 13,600. Requirement is cost price, that is how much. You can use the formula CP is equal to SP into 100 by 100 minus L%. Instead, it is sold at 15% loss, means it is sold at 85% of the value. Cost price is required. I told you cost price is always 100%. Now cross multiplying 13600 into 100 divided by 85. 17 5 times. 17 8 times 136. 0 0. 5 ones 5. 160 times 800, that is equal to 16,000 rupees. Cost price of the article is 16,000 rupees. It is sold at 15% loss, that is it is sold at 13,600. Cost price is 16,000. Cost price is always 100%. Selling price 15% loss results 85%. A purchased a watch for 100 rupees and then sold it to B for 1250 rupees. Calculate the profit and profit percent. Calculate the profit, means profit in rupees. Profit in rupees, cost price is 1000, selling price is 1250. So there is a profit of 250 in rupees. Profit percent is required. How much is profit percent? Profit percent is profit 250 divided by cost price 1000 rupees into 100%. 2 zeros cancel, 0 0 cancel. Answer is 25%. See, profit percent formula is profit by cost price into 100%. In this transaction, profit is 250 rupees. Cost price is 1000. Answer is 25%. A trader mixes 3 varieties of groundnuts costing 50 rupees, 20 rupees and 30 rupees per kg in the ratio 2:4:3 in terms of weight and sells the mixture at 33 rupees per kg. What percent of profit does he make? He is mixing 3 qualities of groundnuts costing 50 rupees, 20 rupees and 30 rupees per kg. And he is taking 2 parts of first quality, 4 parts of second quality, 3 parts of third quality. So combined cost price is 2 parts of groundnuts which are worth 50 rupees per kg, 2 into 50, plus 4 parts of second quality worth 20 rupees per kg, 4 parts 20 rupees per kg, plus 3 parts which are worth 30 rupees per kg into 30 divided by total 2 plus 4 plus 3. 2 into 50, 100, 100 plus 80, 180, 180 plus 90, 270 divided by 2 plus 4, 6 plus 3, 9, that is equal to 30. So effective cost price is 30 rupees. Effective selling price as given in the problem, it is 33 rupees. And we require profit percent. What percent of profit? Profit percent is equal to profit 3 rupees divided by cost price 30 rupees into 100%. Answer is 10%. A trader mixes 26 kg of rice at 20 rupees per kg with 30 kg of rice with other variety which is 36 rupees per kg, and selling the mixture at 30 rupees per kg, we require profit percent. A trader is mixing 26 kgs and each kg is worth 20 rupees plus 30 kgs of second quality rice which is worth 36 rupees per kg divided by total weight 26 plus 30. This is cost price of each kg. Cost price of each kg of that mixture. 26 kgs of rice at 20 rupees per kg. 30 kgs of rice at 36 rupees per kg. 26 into 2, 52, 520 plus 30 into 36, 1080 divided by 26, 30, total 56. 520, 1080 together 1600 divided by 56. 8 7 times 8 200 times cost price is 200. Cost price is 200 by 7 and selling price is 30 rupees. We need profit percent. Profit percentage is profit. Profit is how many rupees? 30 minus 200 by 7. 7 30 times 210 minus 200, 10 by 7. Profit is 10 by 7 divided by cost price 200 by 7 into 100%. You can cancel the denominators. Divided by 7 and divided by 7. 2 zeros cancel. Finally, result is 10 by 2, 5%. There is 5% profit. A man sells 2 wristwatches at 594 rupees each. On one, he gains 10%. On the other, he is losing 10%. Find his gain or loss percent on the whole. A man is selling 2 wristwatches at 594 rupees each. Here selling prices are equal. Each is equal to 594. On the first product there is a gain profit of 10% and on the second profit there is a loss of 10%. So whenever profit percent and loss percent on two things are given, if cost prices are given, if cost prices are equal, on first one there is X% profit, on second one there is Y% loss, then effective percent is X minus Y. See, if cost prices are equal, we can directly add and subtract percentages. Whereas if selling prices are equal, we cannot add or subtract percentages. And remember this formula is very important. Whenever selling prices are equal, On one, if there is X% profit, on the other, if there is X% loss, effective is always loss, and that loss is equal to X square by 100%. There is always loss, and that loss is equal to X square by 100. You should remember this point. If selling prices are equal, there is X% profit, on the other X% loss, effectively it is loss. Formula is X square by 100. So for this problem, answer is X square 10 square by 100%. 10 square is 100 by 100%, which is equal to 1%. 1% loss in this transaction. What about this 594 rupees? Selling price is 594 rupees. Do nothing. They are not at all required. Next problem. A shopkeeper sells a gold bangle and a diamond necklace for 10,000 rupees each. On one, he is losing 20%, on the other, he is gaining 20%. See, a shopkeeper is selling at 10,000 rupees each, means selling prices are equal. On first one, he is losing 20%, on the second one, he is gaining 20%. Effectively, it is gain or loss. If there is X% profit and X% loss, there is always loss, and that loss formula is X square by 100%. Here X is 20. 20 square by 100%. 20 square is 400 divided by 100%. So answer is 4%. Answer is 4%. A dealer is getting cost price of 15 oranges by selling 12 oranges. What is the percentage profit? A dealer is getting cost price of 15 oranges by selling 12 oranges. Here nothing is given about rupees. No cost price is given, selling price or profit and loss. Given cost price of 15 oranges is made by selling 12 oranges. That means what? Cost price of 15 oranges is same as selling price of 12 oranges. So here what is CP by SP? CP by SP is 12 by 15, 3 4 times, 3 5 times. So you can assume cost price as 4, selling price as 5. You can assume cost price as 4, selling price as 5. So there is definitely profit, and profit percentage is 1 rupee divided by cost price 4 rupees into 100%. So answer is 25%. To solve this kind of problems, we need to find the ratio first. CP by SP ratio. Cost price of 15, CP of 15 is equal to SP of 12, SP into 12. CP by SP is 12 by 15. Ratio is known. CP is equal to 4 parts. SP is equal to 5 parts. Profit percentage is 25%. A man purchases 11 oranges for 10 rupees and sells 10 oranges for 11 rupees. Find profit or loss percent. Purchasing 11 oranges for 10 rupees and selling 10 oranges for 11 rupees. So if he is purchasing 11 oranges for 10 rupees, cost price of 11 oranges is how much? 10. So each orange cost price is 10 by 11. And coming to selling price of 10 oranges is 11. So each orange selling price is 11 by 10. From there you can find profit percent or loss percent. On the other hand, there is a shortcut. Whenever X things are purchased at Y rupees and Y things are sold at X rupees, if number of things purchased sold are different, prices are different, there you can use this method. First write number of things, then write prices. Now read out the problem. A man purchases 11 oranges, 11 things at price how much? 10 rupees. That is purchasing. And while selling, SP is equal to number of things 10 oranges, price 11 rupees. Now cross multiply. 10 into 10, 100. 11 into 11, 121. Cost price is 100 rupees and selling price is 121 rupees. So there is a profit. Profit percentage is, how much is the profit? 21 divided by 100 into 100%. So answer is 21%. Got it? First write number of things, then write prices. Cross multiply. First value gives you CP 100, second value gives you SP, that is 121. And there is other method. See, cost price is 10 by 11, selling price is 11 by 10. From there you can find profit. How will you find profit? Profit is SP minus CP. SP is 11 by 10, CP is 10 by 11, which leads to more calculation. So better remember this method. First write things, then write prices, cost price, selling price. X things are purchased at Y rupees, Y things are purchased at X rupees. Then cross multiply. X into X, X square is the selling price. Y into Y, Y square is the cost price. There is a profit or loss, depends on the numbers given. So loss or profit is respective value divided by cost price into 100%. See, the same model is given. A man buys 8 pens for 9 rupees each and sells 9 pens for 8 rupees each. Find the profit or loss percent of the person. First write things, then write prices. How many things are purchased? Cost price. How many things are purchased? 8 pens. For how many rupees? 9 rupees. How many things are sold? 9 things are sold, means selling price. And rupees 8. Cross multiply. 9 into 9, 81. Cross multiply. 8 into 8, 64. Here cost price is 81. Selling price is 64. There is definitely loss. Loss percent is equal to how many rupees are loss? 17 rupees are loss. Divided by cost price 81 into 100%. That will give you 1700 divided by 81%. But the same expression may not be given in options. So 81 2 times 162. Still 80 is left. 80 divided by 81. So 280 to fraction 80 by 81 percentage is the loss. Or if approximate value is asked, approximately it is 3%. See, 80 by 81, that is almost 1. So approximately 3% or exactly 280 by 81%. An article is sold at certain price. By selling at 2/3 of the price, there is a loss of 10%. Find the gain percent at the original price. An article is sold at certain price. By selling at 2/3 of the price. What is mean by that? If 3 parts is original price, now it is sold at 2 parts present price. See, the original price was 3 parts. Now it is sold at 2/3, 2 parts of the price. Because of selling at 2 parts, there is a loss of 10%. By selling at 2 parts, there is a loss of 10%, means sold at 90%. It is sold at 2 parts. There is a loss of 10%, means 90%. Original value 3 parts implies how much? That is the question given. Find the gain percent at original price. At 3 parts, what is, how much percent will you get? Cross multiply. 3 into 90 divided by 2. 2 ones 245 times. 3 into 45, 135. So at 2 parts of price, you are getting 90%. At 3 parts of price, you are getting 135%. So if you sell at 3 parts, if you sell at original price, you are gaining 35%. Answer is 35. There is a gain that's equal to 35%. A person incurs 5% loss by selling a watch for 1140 rupees. At what price should the watch be sold to earn 5% profit? Here selling price is given as 1140. A watch is sold at 1140 rupees. And again selling price is asked. See, here two conditions are combined. If it is sold at 1140, there is 5% loss. It is sold at only 95%, 5% loss. At what price should the watch be sold to earn 5% profit? To earn 5% profit, to make 105%, what should be the selling price? You can compare two selling prices directly. Here there is no need of finding cost price. One selling price is given, other selling price is required. 1140 into 105 divided by 95. 19 5 times 95. 19 6 times 104. 0. 5 ones 5 12 times 60. 12 into 105, 1260 rupees. So it should be sold at how many rupees? 1260 rupees in order to gain 5% profit. Got it? Answer is 1260. A trader sells all his articles at cost price but gives 10% less amount as he should give. What is his profit percent? See the first sentence. A trader sells his article at cost price. Selling at cost price means selling price, cost price both are equal. Means what? There is no profit, there is no loss in terms of rupees. As prices are equal, there is no profit, no loss in terms of rupees. But how the profit is acquired? Through the weight. While he should give 100%, he is only giving 90%, keeping 10% for him. So while selling 100%, he is only giving 90% and keeping 10%. So how much is actually sold? He is not selling 100%, 90% is only sold. So this is cost price and this is profit. Profit percent is profit by cost price into 100%. 10 divided by 90 into 100%. 0 0 cancel. 100 by 9, 11 1 by 9% is the profit. A dishonest dealer proposes to sell his goods at cost price but uses a weight of 960 grams instead of 1 kg weight. Find the gain of this dishonest person in percent. See, he is selling at cost price only, so there is no profit or loss in terms of rupees. Given instead of 1 kg, instead of 1000 grams, he is giving how many grams? 960 grams only, keeping remaining 40 grams as profit. So while selling, he is not actually selling 1 kg, he is selling 960 grams, that is his investment. His investment is 960 grams, his profit is 40 grams. Profit percent is equal to 40 divided by 960 into 100%. 40 ones 40, 24 times 960. 4 6 times 4, 25 times. So profit percent is 25 by 6%. 6 4 times 24, 1 left, 4 1 by 6% is the answer. So profit percent is either 25 by 6 or 4 1 by 6 as given in options. A manufacturer makes a profit of 15% by selling electronic iron for 6,900 rupees. The cost price of, if the cost of manufacturing increases by 30% and the price paid by the retailer is increased by 20%, find the profit percent made by the manufacturer. Here there is nothing to do with rupees. 6,900 rupees are not required because profit percentage is given, cost price is increased by 30% and selling price is also increased by 20%. We need to find new profit percent. How much profit percent would he have made? See, a manufacturer makes a profit of 100%. If the cost price is 100, selling price is 115, then only he makes 15% profit. This is initial condition. But given what? Cost price is increased by 30%. As the cost price is increased by 30%, now the product which is made at 100 is now made at 130. Coming to selling price is increased by 20%. Earlier selling price is how much? 115. It is increased by 20%, so now it is sold at 120%. 26 times, 25 times, 5, 23 times, 23 into 6, 20 into 6, 120, 3 into 6, 18, 138. Now it is sold at 138 rupees. See, initially it was manufactured at 100 and sold at 115. Now it is manufactured at 130, sold at 138. So there is a profit. Profit percentage. Profit is how many rupees? 8 rupees over 130 rupees into 100%. 0 0 cancel. 80 by 13%. 13, 6 times 78, 2 left. Answer is 62 by 3%. But why these 6,900 rupees are given? They are given just to confuse you. If you use 6,900 rupees, you will get more complicated problem. So even if prices are given, use only if they are required. Unless rupees are required, use 100 as reference for calculations. Amit decided to buy an article and spent 110 rupees on repairing it. After repairing, he sold to Ajay and earned a profit of 20%. Further, Ajay sold it to Akash at loss of 10%. Finally, Akash sold it at 1188 rupees and earned a profit of 10%. What was that Amit paid for the article? See, who purchased it for the first time? Amit. Amit purchased at how many rupees? We don't know. So, assume Amit purchased it for X rupees. Amit sold it. Before selling, he spent 110 rupees for repairing. See, whatever the maintenance cost or investment or rents, current bills are paid on a particular item, they are all to be considered as cost price. Only price at which it is sold is selling price. Rest of the investments come under cost price. So, he purchased at X rupees and spent 110 rupees for repairing it. So, this is Amit cost price, and Amit sold it to Ajay at 20% profit. Amit sold it to Ajay for 20% profit. This is selling price for Amit and cost price for Ajay. Ajay's cost price. And what did Ajay do? Ajay sold it to Akash at a loss of 10%. Ajay sold it to Akash at 10% loss. Now it is Akash cost price and Ajay's selling price. Ajay's selling price or Akash cost price. And what did Akash do? Akash sold at 1188 and earned a profit 10%. Akash sold at 10% profit. So now it is Akash selling price. And we are given Akash sold at 1188 rupees. Akash selling price is 1188. Initially it was Amit cost price. Applying profit, it is Amit selling price, Ajay selling price, Akash selling price. And on simplifying, 0 0 cancel, 11 108 times, 0 0 cancel, 9 12 times, 0 0 cancel, 12 ones 12. So x plus 110 rupees is equal to 10 into 100, 1000 into 1, 1000. So x is equal to 890 rupees. So Amit purchased at how many rupees? 890 rupees. See, whenever same price is transferred between certain number of people, more than 2 people, no need to use multiple conditions. We can solve using one condition. So here we used only one condition. Whenever multiple transactions are done on same object, you can apply profits losses directly. A tradesman sold an article at a loss of 20%. If the selling price had been increased by 100 rupees, there would have been a gain of 5%. What was the cost price of the article? A tradesman sold an article at a loss of 20%. Here, cost price is not given, selling price is not given, but increase in selling price is given. So better not to use it initially. Assume cost price as 100 rupees. How much selling price will become? He sold at a loss of 20% means sold at 80% only. He purchased at 100 rupees, sold at 80 rupees, there is a loss of 20. If the selling price is increased by 100, there would have been a gain of 5%. So let me tell you in a different way. If he increases some rupees, there would have been a gain of 5%. By selling at what price he would gain 5%? If he sells at 105 rupees, then only he gets 5%. See, I'll repeat. He purchased at 100, sold at 80, that's why he is getting 20% loss. He purchased at 100, if he sells at 105 rupees, definitely there is 5% gain. So how much more rupees is selling price? 25 more rupees is the new selling price. The 25 more is given as 100 rupees more. If 25 rupees are given 100 rupees, what is the cost price of the article? Cost price of the article is assumed as 100 rupees. That is how much? 100 multiplied by 100 divided by 25. 25 4 times. So answer is 400 rupees. 400 rupees is the cost price. I'll repeat. Cost price is not given, selling price is not given. Assuming cost price as 100 rupees, selling price is 80 rupees because there is a loss of 20%. And given there would have been a gain of 5%. If he purchases at 100 rupees, when will he get 5% profit? Only if he sells at 105 rupees, then only he gets 5% profit. So how much should be increase in selling price? There should be 25 rupees increase in selling price. The 25 rupees increase is given in problem as 100 rupees. 25 is given as 100. Then what is cost price? Cost price is 100 as we assumed, but really it is how much? 100 multiplied by 100 divided by 25. So cost price must be 400 rupees. Discount. Already told you about discount. Discount is market price minus selling price. Discount percent is discount by market price multiplied by 100%. And if selling price is required, selling price is market price into 100 minus discount percent by 100. These are the formulas we are going to use. You can solve without using formulas also. I will explain them. Explain the methods. A bicycle marked at 1150 rupees is sold at 1350 rupees. Market price is 1500 and selling price is 1350. What is the percentage of the discount? Discount percent is required. Discount is of how many rupees? 1350, 1500. 150 rupees is the discount divided by market price 1500 into 100%. 0 0 cancel. 150 ones, 150 ones. Answer is 10%. Discount percent formula is discount in rupees divided by market price into 100%. The market price of a chair was 1200 rupees. This price was 20% above the cost price. It was sold at a discount of 10% on the market price. Find the profit percent. The market price of a chair was 1200 rupees. This price was 20% above the cost price. So cost price is not given. Cost price on that 20% above 120 by 100 will give you market price 1200. See this condition. Market price was 1200, which is 20% above cost price. 120 10 times. So cost price is 1000 rupees. It was sold at a discount of 10%. Selling price is required. Selling price is on market price on 1200 rupees. A discount of 10% is applied. Discount of 10% results 90% value, which is equal to 1080 rupees. See, cost price is 1000. Selling price is 1080. For 1080 more, for 108 rupees more, there is a profit of 8%. Answer is 8%. Otherwise, as percentage is only requirement, you can do one more thing. Without using 1200 rupees, I assume cost price as 100 rupees. On cost price, market price is how much percent above? 20% above. So on market price, on cost price, 20% above. Now it is market price. On market price, when we give discount of 10%, discount of 10% is given, which is 90%. 2 zeros cancel, 2 zeros cancel. It is 12 into 9, 108. This much is the selling price. It is purchased at 100 rupees, sold at 108 rupees. Definitely there is a profit of 8 rupees or profit of 8%. A trader allows a discount of 10% on the market price of the goods. He still manages to make a profit of 17%. What will be the profit percent had the trader sold the goods at market price? See here, none of the prices are given. Whenever prices are not given, as usual, we assume cost price as 100. Cost price is 100 rupees and there is profit given. How much is profit percent? 17%. On cost price 100, I am applying profit percent. On cost price, if you apply profit percent, what will you get? You will get selling price. And there is one more condition given. What is that? He allows a discount of 10%. And what do we give discount? On market price only we give discount. How much percent discount is given? 10% discount is given. 10% discount results 90% value. On cost price, if you apply profit, you are getting selling price. On market price, if you apply discount, still you get selling price. Both are equal, so you can equate both the expressions. See, I am repeating. On cost price, I am applying profit. I am getting selling price. On market price, I am applying discount. I am getting selling price. So both the expressions are equal. On cancelling, 100 cancel, 0 cancel, 9 ones, 9 13 times, market price is 130 rupees. If we assume cost price as 100, then market price must be 130. That is what we identified. If you see the last sentence, what will be the profit percent had the trader sold the goods at market price? Had the trader sold the goods at market price at 130 rupees, he is making how much percent? 30% profit would have made. A shopkeeper sells books at discount of 10%, earns a profit of 12%. Then the ratio between CP and market price. A shopkeeper sells a book at discount of 10%. Already told you, whenever prices are not given, you can assume cost price as 100. If cost price is 100, on cost price, if you apply profit, you will get what? On cost price, if you apply profit, you will get selling price. And there is another condition given. What is that? He is selling books at discount of 10%. And what we apply discount? On market price only we apply discount. How much is the discount percent? 10%. So how much percent is left? 90%. So 10% discount is applied on market price. On market price, when you apply discount, you will get selling price. So both are equal. Both the expressions are equal. On cancelling, 100 cancel, 0 cancel. So market price is 1120 divided by 9. If cost price is 100, market price is 1120 divided by 9. The requirement is ratio between CP and market price. Ratio is required. Ratio is 100 by 1120 into 9. 0 cancel. 2 5 times. 2 56 times. Answer is 45 by 56. This is the ratio. Ratio is 45 by 56. What will be a single equivalent discount for successive discounts of 10% and 5% on the market price? Two successive discounts are given. You see, in percentage chapter we already solved problems related to successive increment and successive decrement. Successive decrements are to be applied in the same manner. Suppose if the market price is 100 rupees, how much discount is applied initially? 10% discount is applied. 10% discount results 90% of the value. After that, 5% discount is given. 5% discount results 95 by 100. So on a product worth 100 rupees, the selling price is how much? Simplify this. 100 cancel. 0 cancel. 9 5 times 45. 9 times 81 plus 4. 855 by 10. That is equal to 85.5. So initial value, market price is 100. Selling price is 85.5. So how much is decreased? How much is the discount percent? 14.5% is the discount. This is how we combine multiple discounts. And there is another method also. In percentage, I already told you, for combining percentages, we use the formula x plus y plus xy by 100. If it is increment, plus. If it is decrement, minus. In this problem, both are decrements, 10% discount, 5% discount. So minus 10, minus 5, plus minus 10 into minus 5 divided by 100. Minus 10 minus 5 minus 15, minus of minus, plus 10 into 5, 50 by 100. 50 by 100 is 0.5. Minus 15 plus 0.5 is minus 14.5. So effective discount percent is 14.5. So you can use the method or you can use the formula. Whichever you use, answer is 14.5. The MRP of the product is given as 2000 rupees and the merchant decides to provide successive discounts of 30%, 20% on the product. Find the selling price. Selling price is required, not percent. So definitely we need value in rupees. Marked price or MRP is 2000. Two successive discounts are given. One is 30% discount and other is 20% discount. On applying discounts, 2 zeros cancel, 2 zeros cancel, 8 into 7 56, 56 into 2 1120, 1120 rupees is the selling price. A shopkeeper allows a discount of 10% to his customers and still gains 20%. Find the market price of an article which cost for 450 rupees to the shopkeeper. Cost price is 450, gain percent 20, discount 10%. See here, cost price is given. Cost price is 450. On that, if you apply profit percent, how much is profit percent? 20%. If you apply profit percent, you will get what? Cost price applied by profit percent is selling price. It is now selling price. Find the market price. If market price is MP, there is a discount given. Discount is how much? 10%. Discount is applied on what? Discount is applied on market price. If you apply 10% discount, still 90% is remaining. When market price is applied by discount, it becomes selling price. So both the expressions are equal. 100 cancel, 90 once, 95 times. So market price is 120 into 5, 600 rupees. That is what asked. Find the market price. It is 600 rupees. Mamata offers a discount of 20% on all the items at her shop and still makes a profit of 12%. What is the cost price of an article marked at 280 rupees? We need cost price. If cost price is CP, cost price applied by profit. Profit is 12%, 112 by 100. On cost price, I applied profit, now it is selling price. Similarly, marked price is given. Marked price is 280 rupees. On that, a discount of 20% is applied. 20% discount results 80%. On market price, once I apply discount, it becomes selling price. So both the expressions are equal. 100 cancel. 14 8 times, 14 20 times, 8 once, 8 10 times. So cost price is 20 multiplied by 10, 200 rupees. Cost price is 200. That is the answer. Even after reducing the market price of a transistor by 32 rupees, a shopkeeper makes a profit of 15%. If the cost price is 320, what percent of profit would he have made if he had sold the transistor at the market price? The cost price is 320. Cost price is 320. On that, how much profit is obtained? 15% profit is applied. 115 divided by 100. On cost price, if you apply profit, now it is selling price. That is equal to 25 times 20, 16 times, 5 ones, 523 times, 16 into 23, 16 into 3, 48, 16 into 2, 32 plus 4, 36, 368 is the selling price. Now, selling price is how much less than market price? Even after reducing the market price by 32. Market price when reduced by 32, now it becomes selling price. So market price is how much? 400 rupees. Now let me repeat it. Cost price is given, that is 320. On cost price I applied profit 15%. Now I am getting selling price. Selling price is what? Selling price is the value after discount. On market price after reducing 32 rupees. Here discount is not given in percentage, it is given in rupees. 32 rupees less. Now it is selling price. So market price must be 400 rupees. So according to the problem, how much is the cost price? Cost price is 320. And if you sell, what percent of profit would he have made if he had sold the transistor at market price? If you sell it at 400 rupees, profit is required. Profit of 80 rupees is achieved on 320 rupees into 100%. 8, 4 times 4, 25 times. Answer is 25%. 25% profit would have made. An uneducated retailer marks all his goods at 50% above the cost price. Thinking that he will still make 25% profit, offers a discount of 25%. What is his actual profit on the sales? An uneducated retailer marks his goods 50% above the cost price. See, none of the prices are given, so I assume cost price as 100. He marks all his goods 50% above. If he marks 50% above, it is 150%. Now it is market price. Thinking that he will still make 25% profit, he offers a discount of 25%. If he offers a discount of 25%, it is now sold at 75%. As a discount is applied, it is no more market price, it is selling price. On market price, I applied discount, now it is selling price. So selling price is how much? 2 zeros cancel. 25 3 times, 25 4 times. 150 into 3, 450 by 4. 4 ones 4, 4 ones 4, 4 2 times 8, 112.5%. 112.5 rupees. So if the cost price is 100, selling price is 112.5, there is a profit of 12.5% is only made, but he assumed he would make 25%. So his actual profit is 12.5%. Got it? Or we have other method, we have formula. He increased by 50% and offered a discount of 25%. So use the formula x plus y plus xy by 100, where increment is plus and decrement is minus. Now x plus y 50 discount of 25, sorry, it is minus 25 plus 50 into minus 25 divided by 100. 50 minus 25 is 25, plus into minus is minus. 52 times 25 by 2 is 12.5. 25 minus 12.5 is 12.5. So he is getting effectively 12.5% only. He is thinking he gets 25%, but actually he is getting how much? 12.5%. That's all for this session. Thank you.